Have you ever felt, at some point in your life, that you were different? As if there was something within you that others couldn't quite understand? Perhaps you've noticed that your thoughts, your way of seeing the world, and even your experiences seem unique, almost as if you were living in a parallel reality to most people. This feeling may not be just a coincidence. It could be a sign that you are one of the chosen ones. Since ancient times, there have been accounts of people born with a greater purpose, individuals who carry a distinct energy and seem to have a deeper connection with the universe. They don't fit into conventional norms, they don't blindly follow the patterns imposed by society, and they often feel an inexplicable internal calling. This calling may manifest as an insatiable desire to seek knowledge, to understand the mysteries of existence, or even to help others awaken to a new level of consciousness. But what truly sets these people apart? The chosen ones are those who can see beyond the veil of reality, those who refuse to accept imposed truths and feel that something much greater is happening around us. While most people live on autopilot, following rules and beliefs without questioning them, the chosen ones have always had an inner restlessness. Deep in their souls, they know that there is something beyond what is visible, something that only a few can perceive. And don't think that being chosen means having an easy life. Quite the opposite. Those born with this heightened sensitivity often face difficulties from an early age. They go through intense challenges, experience moments of solitude, and sometimes even question if something is wrong with them. But the truth is that all of this is part of the process. It's as if the universe is constantly testing these individuals, preparing them to fulfill the mission they were destined for. If you identify with this feeling of being different, of sensing that there is a greater purpose for your existence, you may have noticed that certain situations repeat themselves in your life, as if hidden messages were embedded in the details of your daily experiences. Small signs appear when you least expect them, an unexplainable connection with certain people, intuitions that seem undeniably accurate. And often, these signs go unnoticed because we have been conditioned to ignore them. But they are always there in every experience, in every moment of introspection. Some people simply feel them more intensely, as if an invisible force is constantly guiding them. Maybe you have already noticed this in your own life, but never stopped to understand what it truly means. From an early age, some people feel that they don't completely belong to the world around them. It's as if there is an invisible distance between them and the rest of society, a feeling of always observing everything from the outside, like spectators of a reality that doesn't entirely feel like their own. This disconnection is not a coincidence. For many, it is a clear sign that there is something different within them. Before we continue, I want to make sure you're not missing out on information that could completely change the way you see reality. Check now if you are already subscribed to the channel. By doing so, you ensure access to hidden secrets that few people know, secrets that can transform your perception of life and the universe. Don't let this chance slip away, because each new video may contain a crucial piece of the puzzle you've been missing to understand the truth about your existence. Now that you've done that, let's move forward. What comes next may be the revelation you need for everything to finally make sense. The feeling of being different can manifest in many ways. Maybe you've realized that you never quite fit into certain groups, or that your way of thinking and feeling has always been deeper than that of others. While many seem content with a superficial life, trapped in routines and distractions, you have always felt an inexplicable longing for something greater, as if you were constantly searching for a hidden truth. Since childhood, you may have felt that the topics that interested most people didn't make sense to you. While others engaged in trivial conversations, you wanted to understand the mysteries of the universe, questioned existence, and wondered about the nature of reality. This innate curiosity, this need to go beyond the obvious, is one of the most defining characteristics of the chosen ones. And this difference is not limited to thoughts alone. It often manifests in emotions as well. The chosen ones tend to feel things more intensely. Small details that go unnoticed by others can trigger deep reflections. They see nuances where most see only the surface, feel invisible connections between seemingly random events, and possess an enhanced sensitivity to perceive what is left unsaid. But this heightened perception can be both a gift and a challenge. Sometimes, the feeling of being different can bring moments of loneliness. You may have wondered why it's so difficult to find people who truly understand your way of seeing the world. You may have felt that your ideas and emotions are too vast to be shared, or that many around you simply aren't ready to see beyond what's on the surface. However, it is precisely this difference that indicates that there is something special within you. The world has always tried to mold people to fit in, to think the same way, to follow the same patterns. But the chosen ones cannot conform to these rules. Deep in their souls, they feel that they came here for something greater. And this restlessness, this feeling that there is something beyond the visible, is not a mistake or a coincidence. It is a calling. From an early age, some people feel that they don't completely belong to the world around them. It's as if there is an invisible distance between them and the rest of society, a sense of always observing everything from the outside, like spectators of a reality that doesn't entirely feel like their own. This disconnection is not a coincidence. For many, it is a clear sign that something different lies within them. The feeling of being different can manifest in many ways. Perhaps you have noticed that you never quite fit into certain groups, or that your way of thinking and feeling has always been deeper than that of others. While many seem content with a superficial life, trapped in routines and distractions, you have always felt an inexplicable longing for something greater, as if you were constantly searching for a hidden truth. Since childhood, you may have felt that the topics that interested most people didn't make sense to you. While others engaged in trivial conversations, you wanted to understand the mysteries of the universe, questioned existence, and wondered about the nature of reality. This innate curiosity, this need to go beyond the obvious, is one of the most defining characteristics of the chosen ones. And this difference is not limited to thoughts alone. It often manifests in emotions as well. The chosen ones tend to feel things more intensely. Small details that go unnoticed by others can trigger deep reflections. They see nuances where most only see the surface, sense invisible connections between seemingly random events, and possess an acute sensitivity to what is left unsaid. But this heightened perception can be both a gift and a challenge. Sometimes, the feeling of being different can bring moments of solitude. You may have wondered why it seems so difficult to find people who truly understand your way of seeing the world. You may have felt that your ideas and emotions are too vast to be shared, or that many around you simply aren't ready to see beyond what's on the surface. However, it is precisely this difference that indicates something special within you. The world has always tried to mold people to fit in, to think alike, to follow the same patterns. But the chosen ones cannot conform to these rules. Deep in their souls, they feel that they came here for something greater. And this restlessness, this feeling that there is something beyond the visible, is not a mistake or a coincidence. It is a calling. The chosen ones do not just perceive the world differently, they feel it more deeply. There is a natural sensitivity that connects them intensely to people, environments, and even the energies around them. It's as if they carry an internal radar, picking up on emotions, intentions, and vibrations that go unnoticed by most. This deep connection makes them absorb the feelings of others easily. In a conversation, it's not just about what is being said, it's about what is being felt. The chosen ones can sense when someone is hiding their true pain behind a smile, when something unspoken lingers in a glance, or when the energy of a place is heavy, even without a clear explanation. This sensitivity also manifests on a physical and emotional level. Crowds, chaotic places, or people with negative energy can be extremely draining. That is why these individuals often feel the need to retreat, seek moments of solitude, or recharge in peaceful environments. And this emotional intensity can be a burden. At times, it can be difficult to distinguish between what truly belongs to them and what is merely a reflection of external energies. Many chosen ones find themselves feeling pain, sadness, or worries that aren't even their own but were absorbed from those around them. On the other hand, this sensitivity also allows for genuine connection with others. The chosen ones are often the ones people seek out when they need a listening ear, advice, or simply someone who understands without judgment. They naturally carry an energy of healing and comfort, even without realizing it. Over time, many learn to transform this sensitivity into a gift. They develop ways to protect their energy, set boundaries, and channel their connection into something greater. Instead of being overwhelmed by the weight of others' emotions, they learn to use this sensitivity to help guide and awaken those around them. What seems like a weakness at first often turns out to be one of the chosen one's greatest strengths. After all, feeling the world intensely means understanding it in a way that few can. Not everyone has access to this kind of knowledge. YouTube prioritizes common content, and much of this information gets lost. Those who understand this know how every detail can make a difference. If this video resonates with you, make sure this information continues to reach you. Leave a like now, because without it, YouTube might stop showing you content like this. Now let's move forward, because what comes next might be exactly the missing piece that finally makes everything make sense. There is something about the chosen ones that naturally draws others in. Even without trying, they become a point of reference for those seeking answers, advice, or simply a safe space to share their feelings. Perhaps you have noticed that without knowing why, people often feel comfortable opening up to you, sharing their stories, and seeking your guidance, even if they are not particularly close to you. This happens because the chosen ones carry a different energy, something that radiates understanding, warmth, and above all, wisdom. While many get lost in superficialities, the chosen ones have a depth that is evident in their presence, in their gaze, and even in the way they listen to others. Those around them can feel this difference, even if only subconsciously. And this attraction is not just emotional, but also energetic. The chosen ones have a distinct vibrational frequency that resonates with those seeking change and evolution. It's as if they are a beacon, illuminating the path for those who are still confused or lost. Often, these connections happen unexpectedly, a random conversation, an encounter that seems insignificant at first, but ends up being a turning point for the other person. However, this responsibility can also be exhausting. At times, the weight of carrying so many stories, pains, and confessions can become a burden. The chosen ones often need to learn how to set boundaries so that this exchange does not turn into emotional exhaustion. After all, their role is not to save everyone, but to share their light without losing themselves in the process. Another interesting characteristic is that, even without realizing it, the chosen ones also challenge the people around them. Their presence sparks self-reflection, forcing others to confront their own shadows and face truths they might prefer to avoid. This can generate admiration, but also discomfort. Some are drawn to them in search of growth, while others may react with resistance or even distance themselves. But regardless of how people react, one thing is certain: the chosen ones never go unnoticed. They leave a mark wherever they go, through their words, their actions, or simply the way they make others feel. And deep down, this is one of the greatest proofs that they carry something special within them, a journey of challenges and transformation. The chosen ones rarely have an easy journey. From an early age, life seems to present them with challenges that for many would be unbearable. Moments of solitude, unexpected losses, rejections, disappointments, and constant trials seem to be part of their path. But far from being punishments, these challenges are actually a form of preparation. It is as if the universe is shaping them through hardships, strengthening them so that, when the time comes, they can fulfill their true purpose. Every obstacle they face turns into a lesson, every pain carries a hidden message, and every fall becomes an opportunity for rebirth. No matter how difficult the past has been, the chosen ones always find a way to rise again. And this resilience does not come by chance. The chosen ones learn to see beyond pain, to recognize invisible patterns in life's events, and to transform suffering into wisdom. Instead of becoming victims of their circumstances, they develop a deep understanding of life, realizing that everything happens for a greater reason, even if it is not immediately clear. Another common trait is that these trials often push them away from the conventional path. While many follow a predictable and safe trajectory, the chosen ones are led toward more challenging roads, where they must reinvent themselves over and over again. This can make them feel lost or out of place for long periods, but deep down it is all part of the process. Pain also awakens in them a profound sense of empathy. Because they have endured difficult moments, they develop an extraordinary ability to understand the pain of others. This makes them even more prepared to help advise and guide those who are still struggling through their own storms. Over time, the chosen ones realize that their wounds were not in vain. Each scar becomes a symbol of strength, each challenge overcome a reminder of their capacity for evolution. And when they least expect it, they begin to see the bigger picture, understanding that without these experiences, they would not have become the people they are today. The challenges continue, but the way they face them changes. What once seemed like meaningless suffering transforms into a journey of learning. And when they look back, the chosen ones understand that every difficult moment was actually a call to awaken the power that has always existed within them. Dreams, visions, and messages beyond this reality. For many people, dreams are nothing more than disconnected fragments of the mind, echoes of the day's experiences. But for the chosen ones, dreams go far beyond that. They carry hidden messages, mysterious symbols, and often revelations that seem to be guiding them toward something greater. From an early age, these individuals notice that their dreams are not ordinary. They are intense, vivid, and filled with deep meaning. Their dreams may contain ancient symbols, encounters with unknown figures who feel strangely familiar, or even experiences of consciousness beyond time and space. In some cases, the chosen ones report dreams that feel like glimpses of the future, or that provide answers to questions they didn't even realize they had. But these visions are not limited to sleep. They can also occur in waking life, moments of déjà vu, sensations of having been in certain places before ever setting foot there, or even sudden images and intuitions that bring an inexplicable sense of certainty. These experiences are not coincidences. They are signs that their perception extends beyond the ordinary. Many ancient cultures believed that dreams were portals to other dimensions, a way for the universe, the subconscious, or even spiritual guides to communicate. Because the chosen ones are more connected to this energy, they tend to be more receptive to these experiences, even if they do not fully understand why. Over time, they begin to notice patterns. Certain symbols appear repeatedly, familiar sensations return, and messages unfold at different moments in their lives. It's as if they are receiving fragments of a greater puzzle, waiting to be understood at the right time. This deep connection with the world of dreams and visions is not random. It is a sign that something within them is awakening, a sensitivity that few possess. The signs are always present. One only needs to learn how to recognize them. From an early age, the chosen ones feel that something is wrong with the world around them. While most people accept the rules imposed by society without question, they experience a constant restlessness, a sense that they are living within a system designed to limit their true potential. This feeling manifests in many ways. It may be a natural resistance to following conventional patterns, a difficulty in accepting absolute truths, or an unshakable desire to seek answers beyond what has been taught. The chosen ones are not satisfied with superficial explanations. They want to understand what truly lies behind everything, from power structures to the mysteries of the universe. Over time, they begin to realize that the world operates in a way that keeps people trapped. The system encourages constant distractions, fear of change, and dependence on a lifestyle that drains their energy and prevents true awakening. But unlike the majority, who adapt and go with the flow, the chosen ones cannot simply ignore this truth. and this awareness puts them in conflict with the world. Questioning reality often makes them seem rebellious, dreamers, or even paranoid. They frequently feel isolated because they do not share the same perception of reality as those around them. But this solitude is actually a sign that they are seeing beyond the veil of illusion. The chosen ones intuitively know that they were born for something greater. They refuse to live a programmed existence where they simply follow orders and meet expectations. They feel a calling to awaken, to seek truth, and to help others see reality in a different way. This awakening does not happen all at once. It is a gradual process where each new discovery opens doors to more questions and deeper revelations. But as they move forward, they begin to realize that they were never truly alone. There have always been others like them, scattered across the world, connected by the same search for something greater. The feeling of being different, the struggles they face, their heightened sensitivity, and their relentless quest for answers are not mere coincidences. The chosen ones carry within them a higher purpose, something that drives them forward even when everything feels uncertain. This purpose is not always clear from the beginning. Many chosen ones spend years feeling lost, as if they don't belong anywhere, as if their existence is disconnected from the world around them. But as they awaken to their true nature, they begin to see that everything they have experienced so far was part of their preparation. The chosen ones were not meant to follow the common path. They are here to question, to expand consciousness, and to guide others toward the truth. This does not mean that they all need to be leaders in the traditional sense, but rather that their mere presence has the power to transform the environment around them. Through their words, their actions, and their worldview, they help those who have not yet awakened to see beyond the illusion. And this does not mean the journey is easy. On the contrary, the chosen ones often face resistance, misunderstanding, and even rejection. But even in the most difficult moments, there is something inside them that keeps them going, an invisible force that pushes them forward, as if they instinctively know, deep in their souls, that their existence has a far greater meaning than it appears. Awakening does not happen overnight, and one's purpose may reveal itself gradually. But one thing is certain, no one feels this calling by chance. If you have gone through these experiences, if every word resonated with you as if speaking directly to your soul, then perhaps it is time to look within and accept what has always been there. Because, in the end, the chosen ones are not just those who sense a difference within themselves. They are the ones who have the courage to accept this truth and walk toward their true destiny. If along this journey, you felt that these words spoke to you, if every sign described something that has always been present in your life, then perhaps this is the confirmation you were waiting for. The feeling of being different, the challenges you have faced, your heightened sensitivity, and your search for something greater are not mere coincidences. They are part of a calling, an awakening that only a few truly recognize. But recognizing this is only the beginning. The real challenge for the chosen ones is not just understanding their difference, but knowing what to do with it. Many spend their lives ignoring the signs, trying to fit into a world that was never meant for them. Others, however, accept their role, embrace their uniqueness, and begin to walk a path of transformation, not just for themselves, but for those around them. The world is changing. More people are awakening, questioning, and realizing that there is more to reality than what they were taught. And the chosen ones play a crucial role in this process. They are the ones who bring light to those still trapped in the darkness of illusion. They are the ones who challenge the rules, see beyond appearances, and carry within them a truth that cannot be ignored. If you feel that you are part of this, know that you are not alone. There are many others like you spread across the world, connected by the same search for answers. Your journey may feel lonely at times, but it is part of something much greater. And now that you recognize the signs, the choice is in your hands. Ignore this calling or embrace it and follow the path that was always meant for you. Because, in the end, the chosen ones are not defined just by what they feel, but by what they do with that feeling. Before you go, Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like if this content has helped you in any way. This motivates me to keep bringing more videos like this to you. Also, take a look at the suggested videos on the screen. I'm sure they will interest you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.